Downtown Ottawa Live. Oh, there's another big truck that was just towed. So that blue truck, you can see that being towed there. Oh, you can see trucks being towed there. So that blue truck that was at the corner of Kent earlier has now been towed. And then it looks like there's another pickup truck that was towed, so you can see that on the stream earlier. Yeah. That blue truck has been towed from Kent Street now. So that was the last truck that we actually saw there. And there you go. So we're downtown Ottawa Live, just showing you what's going on here from Metcalfe and Laurier Street. We're just staying far back here, so they told us we can't be on Laurier Street. So you can see apartment buildings up there. We can't get any closer, so I'm bringing you the stream from here. Downtown Ottawa Live. Thank you for everyone joining in. Thank you for subscribing to our channel and hitting the likes. We will be back later on this afternoon to bring you more coverage. Stream from where we're allowed to stream from. Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom up here and then we can continue our walk. So we're gonna head towards Elgin Street, but we have to go a little bit
He's
south
saying,
here, so bear with us.
he's saying that he's coming after everyone that participated in this project.
Here, Ottawa,
Think about how insane that sounds.
downtown.
Which he won't be able to, unless for some reason the Emergency Act is here to stay forever. But they won't be able to come along and just, maybe the truckers, I don't know. But he's saying everyone that participated. So anyone that supported a trucker, anyone that did anything, they're coming at them.
The street was already cleared of all the trucks. So this is so bullshit.
So we're downtown Ottawa Live, and we're going to be heading over to Elgin Street there. Try and see if we can bring you more view. We're just showing some vehicles. We're just waiting across the street here, but that was the view there. We just were. We're just seeing more police vehicles that were going along. One of the remaining trucks was being towed a couple of minutes ago. Okay, we're able to cross now. We're gonna head towards Elgin Street and show you what we can show you from there. Downtown Ottawa Live, just walking here, bringing you the stream. Elgin Street. So we're downtown Ottawa Live and we're towards Elgin Street. I'm going to show you what's happening there. Thanks for joining in the stream. So just a couple of minutes ago we saw some of the remaining trucks being towed.
The war
Oh,
memorial
sorry,
a
man. It's
couple
been
times.
been more than a few meetings here.
We're going to see. Apparently, there's people going to the war museum. The protest. I don't know if it's true. That's
That'd
what
be
I
cool.
heard.
Just make sure no one fucks around.
What have you been seeing over the last 2 days?
Complete abuse of fucking police power. Are you fucking kidding me?
I know.
I watched fucking that first fucking line on Sussex and Rideau. I watched one of our fucking RCR guys been blown up, bad PTSD, brain fog. The cop, he was literally talking to the cop about how his leg is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's that bad one you see a fucking guy getting fucking kneed.
I seen
I was
that,
3-4 people over me.
Yeah.
I watched three of my vet brothers get fucking the shit kicked out of them. Right?
Yeah, I saw that in person. People getting kicked on the ground and all
Dude.
kinds of stuff. Right.
Yeah. What can you say, man? What a fucking disgusting display I've seen the last fucking 2 days. I went from literally the most beautiful thing I ever seen in my life to mayhem over what?
Chaos.
Look what happened in BC. Fire blockades at the gasoline site. Fire blockades, axe wielding protesters.
Not crickets.
But we have every fucking cop, every piece of shit cop that volunteered. Did you see the fucking RCMP shit?
Yep.
Did you see that?
The leaked thread? Yeah.
Piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Brag. That video, the horse video is awesome.
Yeah. That's wild.
And these
I
people
saw it.
claim to serve us.
No, bragging about their sweet OT and their awesome room at the Chateau Laurier. You guys are fucking cowards.
I couldn't believe the lies from the Ottawa police on Twitter about the bicycle and all.
The tear gas?
Yeah.
When there's blatant fucking footage of buddy shooting a tear gas canister into the ground.
Yeah, I know.
And what they're doing there is it wasn't OPS probably, and it wasn't fucking tear gas. It's what we call CS gas in the military, which you're allowed to use on your own citizens, but not in a time of war.
Okay.
So figure that fucking out.
But they would turn it around. They basically everything they did. They said,
"Oh yeah,
no,
that's right." They
we
said
didn't do that. The protesters.
They said
did
that the fucking one of the protesters. Like I don't know, man. Like I'm an ex fucking military guy. I have no idea where to get fucking tear gas.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying you can't get it, but I got no fucking idea.
Yeah.
And my dad used to work in fucking army surplus, and I got no idea.
Yeah.
So maybe someone had it. I don't know. But I watched the video of a fucking cop shoot the fucking tear gas canister into the crowd. Like,
I saw that in person. I saw
you were right there.
Well, they did it a few times.
Yeah, of course they did. Yeah, of course they did.
And the flashbangs or whatever you call
Dude,
them. Dude,
I fucking heard the flashbang go off at the fucking war memorial, and you want to see a bunch of vets get fucking squirrely.
Yeah.
Right? Like even at the war memorial, man, we were talking that morning. We were talking to the RCMP liaison, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys are good to guard the fucking monument. You know, just don't let people use it as a refuge." Like we were like, unless it's fucking women with kids. They were like, "All right." PO sergeant rolls up, that's running all the jackboots, and fucking.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I seen old ladies fucking beaten on and all kinds
Dude,
of shit.
that fucking elderly Métis woman that got trampled.
I know her. I would talk to her all the time on the
Dude,
street.
you know, do you remember Shorty that was always with me? She was wearing the pink, this big. She's one of our vets.
With you?
She was with me a lot.
Oh, yes.
She fucking, like, fuck me. I had to hold her for fucking, like, her and Shorty were fucking tight, right? Like, it was fucking, I never seen anything so disgusting.
And there was all these rumors that she had passed away and stuff.
Yeah, and then there was
floating
rumors that, well, I mean, fuck, man. We were standing at the war memorial, and it's like, you know what's fucking nuts? We were literally fucking 500 meters from it, less.
Yeah.
And we don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
That's how much they spin all this garbage.
The
right?
crazy thing, too, I saw a lot of people be like, oh, you guys are overacting. She's fine. The horse didn't trample her, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's a fucking horse. One more inch, she would have been dead, you know?
It's not even just a horse. It's a fucking quarter horse, which is like half a draft horse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, those aren't that's not a pony you go riding on. You know what I mean? Those are trained war horses.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's
And then those cocksuckers, that was awesome. We need to fucking practice that.
Yeah.
Buddy, you have the ex-Iranian president calling out Trudeau for this.
China
That's
condemned
not
him,
good.
right? Didn't China condemn
Was
him?
that
Yeah,
true, or
Hong
was that a
Kong.
Babylon B article?
I don't know. I
No,
saw
I
it
think it
somewhere.
was a Hong Kong representative or something.
Oh,
Okay.
actually?
Yeah.
Okay, because I heard that, and I was like, this sounds like the Babylon Bee. But also, it's fucking, we're living in clown world, so who fucking knows, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like
I
this.
saw the president of Ecuador, too.
Dude. There's was it one of the congresswomen from New Mexico wants to allow asylum for us?
Yeah.
Like,
What?
think
Yeah,
about
I
that.
know. I hear people
Think
are
about
like,
that, man.
Can I get refugee status because I live in Canada right now? It's like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
never.
Dude,
think
I
that would happen.
guarantee you there'll be cops at my house in fucking 2 or 3 months. I fucking guarantee it.
Yeah, they're saying they're gonna come after
Yeah.
people for their bank
They
accounts.
go after
I love that.
reporters, too.
You can come
Yeah.
get my bank account, man. Go ahead. I don't got a job. I don't need a job. Y'all can go fuck yourselves. Like, come after my non-existent debt and my truck payment I literally put in the day before it goes out. Like, have fun, boys.
I can't believe that's I think the most shocking thing. One of the most shocking.
Dude,
things
and with
about
no
this, the
warrant.
freezing of bank
Hey,
accounts.
and with no warrant, no fucking due process,
No
nothing.
court order.
A call
Yeah.
from the fucking PMO's office or PM's office.
I think a lot of the banks are freaking out too because people are pulling their.
Well, they
money
shut
out of
down a
their-
couple. Like, I don't know. Sorry. Obviously, it's all rumors, but I heard they were having mass fucking stoppage or shutdowns because there's so many people pulling their money out.
Yeah.
And I mean, why wouldn't you?
People even that don't have anything to do with this are concerned. You know. It sets
Why?
a big
Hey,
precedent.
listen. If they can do this over a literally completely peaceful protest, they can do it over anything,
Yeah.
right? Like, you're like, look up the Enabling Act that Hitler put in 33.
Similar.
Same.
Suppression of the press, violence against
and,
peaceful protests.
Well, for example, there was what was it? The Rebel News girl got beaten.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking what was it? Is it Vox? Vought?
Zot.
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 He
He
got,
got
fucking
arrested.
arrested. There was what, 4 or 5 of you guys independent journalists that got fucked up. And where's the CBC? Right here behind the cops.
Yeah. Behind the fences, I saw that. It's crazy.
Oh my god. And that's always how you know something's gonna happen. The CBC goes running,
Yeah.
right? It's fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move my truck. Give me a shake. I'm probably not gonna see you again.
Yeah.
Until you
Best
might
of
see me.
luck.
You might see me in the gulag.
Where are you like staying or in shit?
I'm not telling you that on camera.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm
Sorry.
around. I'm getting out. I gotta get out here and get back to the farm though soon.
Okay.
But you guys be safe, all right?
Okay. Yeah. Take care, man.
Nice to meet you guys. Appreciate
Yeah.
what you're doing, buddy.
Yeah. You too. Thanks.
Yeah, Jake's been great this whole time. Especially, he's been like cleaning up the war memorial, giving
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
to CBC journalists.
Yeah. You let me come like warm up in his trailer a few times.
Yeah, the war memorial has been like my favorite spot in the city since I came here.
Okay. See, they got it. They've got Wellington blocked off up here. The War Memorial is over there. Or no, fuck, the War Museum. I keep getting these mixed up. The War Museum. Anyone in the chat know if this is still happening? Protest at the War Museum? I don't think we're getting past there, that's for sure.
Yeah, that looks pretty heavy blocked off.
Unless we can go. Fuck, that doesn't work. Because that street just loops around here. We might have to go this way and go around to get there.
Yeah, let's try that.
These are all unmarked police transit vans. Do you know what all the numbers were on all the different officers? Like some of them had like number 2, some of them had like number 3, number 4. Did you see that?
No.
The big like cutout board on their backs.
Oh,
that say, like-
I saw it, but I don't know what.
Yeah.
And some of them were different colors too, so I don't know if that means like, because I know they've been taking shifts.
Yeah.
Like frontline shifts. So maybe it's like 1, okay, team 2. You know, maybe it's just easier to give out the order.
Yeah.
They all got earpieces.
Like, what do you think what were the green suits? That was just for that was like the gas crew?
Okay, so that I actually know. So the green suits, those were the Quebec provincial police.
Oh, okay.
Provincial riot police.
Quebec Provincial Riot Police.
So they were called in from Gatineau,
Yeah.
where a few days ago they were doing training sessions, riot training. There's video of that.
Oh, okay.
So they were called into Ottawa, just like all these other cops from York region, Durham region, all over southern Ontario. All these regional police officers, OPP, RCMP, you know, they needed everyone to come here and crack down.
Yeah. What do you make of them saying, or the new Ottawa police chief saying that he's going to be, you know, trying to identify people that just attended and go after them, you know, with charges and financially in the future?
So my surprise was how candid he was about it. He didn't try to like beat around the bush. He said, "No, we're coming after you," and it hasn't been specified who. Is it protesters? Is it just protesters, or is it reporters, or is it people who donated to the convoy? Who exactly are they going to be going after?
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know how you can go after someone's bank account for attending a protest. Like, that's unheard of.
So you saw the
If we go to that wall right there, we can get a good view. Hey,
How are you?
good, you?
Good, thanks.
Where are you headed?
I was trying to get to the War Museum.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
You're trying to get to the War Museum?
Yeah,
Not that way.
I know.
we're just gonna take a peek over that ridge.
Are you Zoke?
No. Adam Nucci.
Hey, Adam.
How you doing? Live streaming, same
You're
thing.
live streaming.
Yeah,
Okay, what one are you live streaming on?
Adam Nucci.
Adam Nucci. How do you spell Nucci?
Nucci.
Nucci. Adam Nucci. I'm talking to someone in Florida,
Oh, nice.
and they're watching.
I wish I was in Florida.
I'm glad I'm here. Glad I'm here.
I think we're just gonna take a peek over that wall,
That's about as far as you'll get.
and then we'll try to go around that way, I guess.
I've tried that.
Yeah,
I've tried it. I've been walking all around here, and
they won't let you over.
you are not getting in by that War Museum.
We'll probably have to come back the way we came, probably take the same route back to downtown.
Yeah. Okay. Well, nice meeting you
Yeah,
guys.
take care.
See ya.
See it. I don't know. The only way.
This way already.
Well, it's a huge mission.
All the mess is cleaned up. That's what people are saying. That's not what the news and media said.
There's no mess. There's never been a mess. Never been violence. I've never seen so much compassion in such a large crowd in my life. This is ridiculous how they've treated us.
Exactly. And they love what is here. So that is what guys need. In the CBC News, they're saying what kind of mess they left here, the protester and all that.
Well, anybody who watches the CBC News is going to believe it anyways. We all know the CBC News is...
That's exactly. And that's fake news and media can be on the opposite side of the fence.
I already told them. I told them. I
Oh,
asked them how much it cost them to get over there.
That's exactly. And then on the other side, we see fake news and media too.
Yeah.
On there. So we're
Anybody
gonna.
who watches the CBC or the CTV, Global, any of our mainstream media, they've already been brainwashed. You
Oh.
can't fix stupid.
That's exactly right. That's my YouTube channel.
Perfect. Thank
That's
you.
where I'm live right now.
Oh, beautiful, right
I'm
there.
gonna-
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we came from Manitoba to report from there because we have people from Manitoba and they didn't believe it, you know.
Yeah,
So that's why we come out here. And I love what is here because people were saying how much hate and all that was here.
Total opposite.
Violence, protests. It's
Total
nothing.
opposite. Total opposite.
Exactly. We've been here yesterday.
That's
I was here all day. I got pepper sprayed twice yesterday and we were in front of the Parliament building.
Yeah.
But people would still in the evening here
They didn't retaliate.
No.
Nobody retaliated.
come and give you hugs. You know, they real love what is here.
That's right.
And that is what we need. Thanks, guys.
Okay, you guys have
Yeah.
have a good day.
Yeah, thank you. We'll keep reporting further. So this is dit wat te willen. Dat blijft met wijze wat hij zei, wat mensen zeiden en wat niet zo is, wat je leeuw is. De mainstream media. We zeggen dat je leeuw is. And this is what we are showing people right now, where they are saying, how's it going, bud? What they're saying, what is so much mess and everything, what is absolutely a lie. Look at this, how clean. This is where the big crowd, thousands of people yesterday here from the other side. Fake news media standing on the opposite fence. I wonder how much money it cost them to get in here. And here, this is clean. Look at the roads here. And then they're saying this is a mess. So police on the far side, we can walk in around here a little bit. So we're gonna go blocks around. Guys, what do you think about this here now? Some people ask. So, yeah, that is. I wonder what the fake news media had to pay to be on the opposite fence.
They probably paid them to be on the other side of the fence.
Most likely, because they walked that way already, where they're trying to tow vehicles away right now. And it is just absolutely bizarre there. So it is, I have to show people here because what mainstream media says, how dirty it is. And absolutely not. Look at that. We see at least some protesters coming here with a motorcycle.
The garbage cans are full because the city's not going to clean them, but the truckers are gone. So when the truckers are here, they emptied those garbage cans.
So the truckers said that.
100%. They shoveled the snow. I was here for the first week. So
Okay.
the truckers took care of the, truckers and the people that were there supporting.
Uh-huh.
They took care of the garbage cleanup. They took care of all the snow removal on the streets and the sidewalks. They salted the streets. Everybody was bringing in fuel and food. Make sure everybody was taken care of. And at every turn, the cops trying to take the fuel, they'd find another way to get people fuel. So they didn't freeze, right? We had some minus 30 nights. So they made sure they had fuel. Yeah, everything was taken care of by the people here.
So, and what the mainstream media said, what was not.
No, yeah. The one day too, I seen a live feed from one of the guys that was down here. I was back home. He was here. I was back home. But I seen a live feed from one of the guys down here that said they are trying to get a bunch of half-ton trucks together to actually go to all the businesses because the city workers wouldn't have been able to get down here to take care of the garbage. So they were trying to organize some of their crew to get together to grab all the garbages, not only from the street corners, but from the businesses and haul it out to the dump. So then the businesses weren't suffering in that way, like overflowing with garbage and stuff. And there was another video one day that I saw, a live video. They from down here, they were asking for shovels, for snow shovels. It was, I don't know, day 1 or day 2. Somebody put out a post that they were wanting to look for or get some snow shovels together so they could clear the streets, because again, the snowplows weren't going to be able to get down. And I think the next post I saw, there was somebody walked up with about 6 or 8 shovels, kind of saying like, "Hey, here you guys go, like here's some shovels." And yeah, they've been cleaning the streets. There was videos I saw, live videos where vehicles, the truckers were and the support crews were shoveling the streets, and then they'd stop for a minute and let a car go by, and then they'd continue shoveling. Like all of that was done by the truckers and the support crew. So if mainstream media is showing you guys anything different, like it's a lie. Everything's a lie.
Can I say some of the businesses too? The businesses buggered up here when they said, oh, we had to close our doors because of the violent protesters. The businesses had every opportunity to make a whole bunch of money from the money they lost in the last 2 years. There was tons of people here that would have supported them. The few businesses that did stay open, they were packed. The restaurants that let people in, and I won't even name them because I don't want to get them in trouble, but they were packed. They had full support, nothing but, and I want to show you the main physical contact that was happening here. This is the most violent.
Look at that, guys. That is the violence. What is here, you know?
That was the only physicality that I saw down here in the first week I was here.
And they just walked up straight to strangers and hugged them, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was hugged many times yesterday by just random people out everywhere. Random people. Just like this guy, you just like fucking open his arms and we just hug it out.
it's amazing. It's amazing what the mainstream media lies about everything.
Like the sense of compassion that I felt here yesterday for their fellow man was just outstanding.
Thank you, sir.
Wow, wow, yeah, it's
It is
unbelievable.
not what they're portraying at all.
It's unbelievable what happened here, what the mainstream media says, and what they lie about it, and what the reality is here exactly.
Exactly. Like
So-
I carry a very high sense of pride for being here last night.
We were
Me
right
too.
there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, we were right there. I got
Right in
fucking
the-
maced.
Yeah, I got maced down by the Parliament building on the other side. That's where the OPP is driving around here, trying to be the big shots right now. But that's down there. We got maced on by the Parliament building on the far side. So you guys got maced right here.
We were
Last
at
night.
the corner of the building.
Oh, last night there when they
Last
pushed the
night,
last end
We
in.
were right there.
Yeah,
we
we
were
were
on
here.
that side of the fence, and then they pushed us back to this building here, and then they retreated after they built that fence last night.
Wow.
We were right here in the
And
middle.
there was
of
no
it.
warning. Like they just maced us and started pushing and hitting us.
Well, they turned. You could see the one officer because we were standing right in front of them. The one officer, you could see he had his radio. As soon as he had his confirmation on his radio, about a minute later, that's when they started advancing, pushing with their batons.
And where they start macing and all that.
Yeah, they maced first and then pushed us back
Yeah.
and started hitting us and dragging whoever was resisting. They pulled them to the other side and hogtied.
It's
It's just appalling. I mean, these are your fellow citizens that are paying. They just want to pay our taxes and go back to our normal lives.
exactly,
Like, just let
exactly.
us live our lives. That's all we're asking for.
That's
And the
exactly.
other piss off is that the guy sitting in that office back there, he won't listen to us. He doesn't even want to acknowledge our existence.
Exactly.
He treats us like we're criminals.
The most people know who we are talking about. I don't want to mention him, otherwise YouTube is gonna
No,
shut
that's
us
why I kept
down.
it very generic.
Exactly, but it is absolutely stunning what happens
Oh,
here.
yeah. Like we had a meal down here last night. I'm not gonna say who, but we went when we walked in there. Immediately upon walking into the building, everyone screamed welcome to us, and people came to us and like shook our hands and says, you know, just head over here. This is where the line is. Grab a
Yeah.
menu, have a meal.
Sit down anywhere you'd
Yeah.
like.
It
Doesn't
was
matter.
it was
Anywhere you
something.
want. Yeah.
I've never been
Wow.
part of something so tight.
When the meal was ready, they'd hand it like a bucket brigade to you.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
You couldn't even get through the
That is so amazing. I have a lot of people commenting here, and they feel for you guys, and they love. They say it's just amazing. When you go in, please help share this link here, guys, so that more and more people can see the truth. Absolutely, the truth.
Exactly.
It's not
Stay
the fake
strong.
fake news. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
I was in communication with the gal this morning. She had just actually messaged me again. I haven't met her before. I just seen her on Facebook, and it sounded like from her post she was going to be coming down here. So I just private messaged her to say, if you do come down here, just please be careful because they are pepper spraying. They are getting kind of violent. And sorry, the police are, not us.
Yeah, yeah.
And shortly after I sent that, I was still scrolling on my news feeds and came across a live video from her. And what had happened was she was, from what I understand, she was at the front of the line, standing there drinking a coffee, and then the police started pushing forward and pepper sprayed her, got her right in the face, like completely right in the face. In her mouth, in her eyes, she couldn't see, and they pushed her to a point where she fell down, but she couldn't actually back up because she was like braced up against something behind her, and she kept screaming to them not to hurt her, and they got her down, and one of the officers just kept trying to push her more down, push her back. And from what she had said in her live video, the officer kept saying, I'm sorry. And then she just messaged me this morning and said, or sorry, after that, she said that she's actually heading, I'm not sure where she's from. She said she actually is heading home because she didn't actually think she was getting out of there alive last night. She's basically scared for her life. So she left. And then she just messaged me again here. I just checked my phone, and she said that they, with the pepper spray, they absolutely soaked her. Like it ran into her chest. She said it was basically right down to her ass crack. Yeah,
Wow.
she was absolutely covered in it. So.
Just painful.
Oh, absolutely, and there was no need for it. There was absolutely no need for it.
Guys, here you can hear that what she is saying. It's just amazing.
Oh god, that must have been horrible. I don't know if you guys heard that story. But basically, I'm just gonna switch to another video. It's
people that actually hate us too. So you tell me where the federal members of parliament have been. You tell me where all these provincial members of parliament have been. And you know what? I'm not buying this crap from all the provincial premiers. I see a bait and switch. That's what I see, is a big bait and switch. Okay? And what I've asked for several times is we want a charter challenge before the Supreme Court, or a charter reference, excuse me, and we also want an open public inquiry into the actions of the federal and provincial governments and the mainstream media. I stood at this podium yesterday and I outlined that entire plan. I read it right from the plan that we have submitted to all federal parties, and they did confirm that they received the plan. And yet, I tried all night to get a meeting with anybody. And here we are. I'm still standing at this podium waiting for them to come and talk.
Wow.
Andrew?
What would your comments be to mainstream media? I know myself and our team, we were on the front line all day yesterday. I didn't see a single act of aggression, truly, from the protesters, other than self-defense.
Yep.
But on CBC, on their live, they're doing 24-hour coverage. They're saying that protesters are being aggressive and aggressive towards horses as well. What are your comments there?
I'll just second that because I was also on the front lines yesterday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would honestly say I was there right at the line. And you know what I saw? I saw people trying to reason with the police. I was there when O Canada broke out. And when O Canada was done, I saw a woman get shot in the face with pepper spray from about 8-10 feet away. That's what I saw. Okay, we didn't show up with pepper spray. We showed up with love, respect.
Yeah.
There was great music. People were dancing. That's what we showed up with. We didn't show up to fight physically. We showed up to assert our rights. They showed up with assault rifles, rubber bullets, tear gas, pepper spray, riot gear, snipers, UAVs taking our picture for facial recognition. That's what they showed up. You know, the full force of law enforcement was here to go against unarmed citizens in this country, in our nation's capital. And we've given them a way out. We've given them a plan. They work for us. We don't work for them. They can't seem to understand that. You know, this isn't some little hostage negotiation. I never asked for things. I asked for a conversation. I asked for them to listen. Here I am, standing at a podium again, with not one member of the federal government standing here talking to any of us. Complete failure. They should be ashamed. And I would say the mainstream media has a lot to account for. I watched it this morning. I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to mute it. I had to mute it because I couldn't stand the way they position the story. They create a narrative that we brought the violence. We brought the peace. We brought the hugs. They brought the violence.
Ottawa police are saying protesters have been arrested and in some cases pepper sprayed because they've been, quote, aggressive and assaultive. Ottawa police have said that one occupier threw a bike at
I was right there. Never saw a bike in front. I was standing right there. I was 10 feet away when that woman got trampled by the horse. And where's the body cam evidence?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, and you know what I saw? You know what I saw yesterday at the War Memorial? I saw a veteran get tackled by a bunch of police and then while he was down was beaten. And you can clearly see also in the same videos, right behind the crowd of cops, they're using their assault rifles and somebody's rifle butting somebody repeatedly on the ground. That's what you see.
If anybody would like to come and see me after, I
Yep.
do have a recorded video of that.
We all have the
incident,
videos.
So I can share that with
They're
everybody.
everywhere.
So
Okay.
they're saying that none of the protesters were aggressive or assaultive.
You know what? I cannot say that with 100% certainty because you know what? There is such a thing. It's actually, truly, it's been studied in science called mob mentality. And when you have a police officer moving in on you and pushing you, you know what, you're not going to move. And I did see a lot of police pushing and shoving, and what I saw was the protesters turn their back on the police and just stand their ground while the police pushed through. And I was there when those horses came flying through. They were enormous. Those horses are huge. And we just got pushed right out of the way like we were not even there. And it was unnecessarily violence. It was just disgusting. And I hope that each and every one of those police officers that were there yesterday go home, and they went home last night and looked themselves in the mirror and said, what the hell am I involved in? Who's telling me to do this? Who is controlling, for a police officer, if you took an oath to serve and protect, I don't know who in the hell you were serving or protecting.
How else did you see this ending? I mean, you've seen images, I'm sure, of police breaking up protests in other cities, Toronto, Montreal. This is pretty standard police tactics for any large crowd that won't disperse. Did you just why are you so? To be honest, why are you so surprised that this has been the reaction? This has been the police reaction.
Well, for one, the only laws that may have been broken were parking infractions. Two, a judge at the beginning of this, Judge McLean, actually ruled that we had a right to be here. We had a right to a peaceful protest.
Yep.
Okay, that happened 3 weeks ago. And so we remained. And the police, I worked hard with the police. We worked exceptionally hard to keep all the safety lanes open to make sure no ambulances or emergency vehicles were obstructed. And I think we were very effective of that. But at one point I asked the police asked me to confirm whether or not an intersection was clear. I walked down personally myself. What did I see? None of our trucks, a concrete barrier, heavy equipment, and 5 police officers blocking the intersection. Not us. Not us. So, you know what? I have tried to have dialogue. I have had many interactions with Ottawa Police, OPP. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because we have always maintained that we're here for a peaceful protest, and that we actually had a deal with the city to consolidate our trucks up onto Wellington. We had a deal with them. And then the Emergency Act came out and the OPP said, yeah, that deal you had with the city, that's off the table. You're done. We had a deal to consolidate and help open up this city so that people from Ottawa could have less stress on them, because we said from day one, this issue is with the federal government, not the people of Ottawa. And they sabotaged it. And then they took direction. The city took direction from the federal government, which is beyond bizarre to me.
There are a lot of parents of small children who are here today. There are a lot of kids who are pretty close to the lines with police or policemen moving forward. Do you have any message to the people who are bringing their children into downtown Ottawa today?
I personally would not bring my children into this type of a situation. That's my personal opinion for me, but I'm not the government. I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to allow other people to make their own decisions. And so I'm not going to tell parents what they can and cannot do with their children. They are watching on social media, they're seeing what's going on, and they have to do their own risk analysis and hopefully avoid the areas that are right inside the red zone and the most dangerous, right? So if you see a large group of police officers, you know that's where all the danger is going to be. So stay away from the concentrated sections where the police are.
Have you won? Have you lost? Or is this not over yet?
I want to be very careful about the choice of words, because I don't want it to be reported or misrepresented as an actual war. But I'm going to use an analogy. Okay, this is one battle in a larger war for our freedoms. This is not a white flag of surrender by any means at all. Like I said in the beginning, we are a decentralized, organic movement. There is no single leader here that can be pointed to and say, yeah, that guy's in charge making the decisions. We're all here. I'm a volunteer. I haven't been paid by this convoy at all. I haven't been paid. I haven't had a job since September. So This is not a flag of surrender. We put out a message telling everybody, if you choose to go home, chin up, shoulders back, head held high, you've done your part. Time to regroup and then reevaluate what the next step is for us.
Do you think there'll be another gathering somewhere sometime?
I think anything's possible. People are tired of this, and after they've seen what they've seen today, they're not going to be deterred. They're not going to be intimidated or afraid. If anything, I think it's going to have the reverse effect. I think people are going to get more involved, more engaged. Okay, so not that I want to talk about my own personal thing here, but Canadians should be absolutely disgusted and outraged by the fact that I have not had a warrant for my arrest, I have not been criminally charged, I haven't been convicted. But my bank accounts have been frozen, my credit cards have been canceled, and my spouse's credit score dropped 109 points yesterday. She's not here, she's not tied to me, she doesn't even have my last name. So Canadians should be absolutely outraged that when the federal government doesn't have a legal mechanism to do that without actual due process, but they can deputize the banks into taking away your assets from you and trying to, how exactly am I supposed to feed my kids? How am I supposed to pay my bills now? Right? Have I been charged with a crime? Not that I know of. There's no warrants for my arrest that I know of. I haven't been convicted of anything, but they've targeted my spouse's credit score, canceled the credit card, canceled the bank account.
Unbelievable.
This is absolutely what this has always been about. You can't do it with the laws, so you subvert the law. You can't do it through negotiation or words, so you use force.
We're going to take 2 more questions here, and
Yeah.
I just ask that you say your name and who you're with as well for these last 2. Yeah, you sir.
Tom, it's Arthur here from Newsly Canada. Do you have a direct message for Canadians who are against this movement or against this protest?
One, we've always been here for even the people that hate us. 2, if we don't take the stand now, the precedent will be set. And in the future, the things that the people that hate us hold near and dear to their hearts and to their lives will be taken away from them. That's a guarantee. That's an absolute guarantee. So what I would encourage all of the people that hate us to honestly stop looking at mainstream media footage, stop believing those lies because they are egregious lies. Start looking at social media, start looking at the videos you've seen from the protest here. Get a different perspective. Find out your own truth. I can't tell you the truth, but go out and find it. It's there, it's right in plain sight. But you're never gonna get told the truth by the propaganda that gets pumped out from CTV and CBC and some of the other mainstream media outlets. You'll never hear the truth.
Final question, Bridge City.
Yeah.
Michael Klosser from Bridge City News. Have there been any wins that you would like to share with us?
Despite the violence yesterday from the police, those streets are still filling up with Canadians on foot. There's still a lot of support. And to me, that's the biggest win that we're ever gonna have here in Ottawa. Maybe, just maybe, somebody, excuse me, somebody in Parliament finds their moral courage, breaks ranks with their party, gets in front of a microphone and shows themselves to be a true leader. That hasn't happened yet. There's been a lot of wins here, like on a personal level. I've met so many wonderful people that I will never forget. And I hope to be in contact with for the rest of my life. And it's been a grassroots movement. It's not been any single one person who's been leading the way. We've all been leading, from every single truck driver who came here by themselves to a giant convoy of 40 to 50 trucks that came here and had one person corral all of them and speak for that group. We've had a lot of wins.
Sandy Williams just alerted me that he's on his way. He's available by phone. Sandy Williams is the trucker that was here before. He did want to make a statement. If we can get him on the line, we could have him talk. I will state that Sandy said that the truckers made the decision to leave because they were appalled by the brutality of the police, the unlawful actions of the police, beating elderly people, beating elderly veterans, smashing them to the ground, kicking them, and batoning them, the pepper spray, the rubber bullets. Oh, they're just so appalled by it, and they came here to fight this, and they didn't want the seniors and the elderly and the children to be beaten on behalf of them. So they're taking their trucks away to de-escalate the absolute massive violence that is being promulgated on the citizens of this country by the federal government, by the provincial government, and by the provincial police, the federal police, and all police that are doing this, that are participating in this act of violence. So Sandy is coming.
We'll do another live separately.
Okay, so let's do another live with Sandy, and let's have him say a few words. And
thank you for your time, everyone. Yeah. We're gonna close the live.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Quiet until thumbs up, please.
There's a hero.